Hello and welcome to another Nikke video. The mobile sales data has recently been released and I'm going to discuss it. Please leave a like and a sub and I hope you enjoy the video. So here it is. This is all from Sensor Tower, which is pretty much a website that compiles a lot of the mobile sales data for a lot of the regions. And here is a list that ranks the gacha games and how well they've been performing. So not only does it show the current month, it also shows the previous month as well. And on the first column, it shows how many spots they went up. So for instance, Hanukkah Star Rail, she went up 1 spot. So she was 2 last month, but now she is first place this month. And obviously, if it's red, it's going to be negative. And if it's green, if it's a positive from the previous month, of course. And looking at the top 5 here, it's going to be Hanukkah Star Rail, Uma Musume, which is pretty much the horse girl gacha. Genshin Impact, Nikke, and then followed by FGO there. And if I scroll down a little bit, you're going to go ahead and see Final Fantasy VII, which that barely came out. I mean, it didn't do that bad because once you include the Japanese there and also the global sales, I mean, it came out to about 11 million. So not that bad. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be in Square's forecast or not. But there are other games that have been doing pretty well. Unfortunately, overall for the month, you're going to see a lot of red. So a majority of the stuff did poorly compared to the previous months. But of course, that doesn't mean too much since you have to look at overall everything. I'm just going to go ahead and finish scrolling down here since a lot of the top 5 games are already in the tens of millions. But once I scroll down here, you're going to start seeing they're going to get pretty low overall where it gets less than 100,000. Like, for example, like Artery Gear, Alice Fiction, they only get 17,000. But this video is going to be mostly comprised of just Nikke. I just wanted to go and show overall this whole list here. And I actually made this Excel spreadsheet for you guys that it's going to give a better overall visual for you guys because I know these numbers don't mean that much. So here you go. So I went ahead and compiled the other Sensory Tower data and I just made it an easy visual guide for you guys. So if we look to the left, it's going to show the month, and on the second column is going to be the sales, and this is in millions, of course. I just took out the zeros to make it easier to see. And in the graph here just shows a very easy representation. So pretty much for a couple of months, Nikke sales were actually going down. It wasn't until August and then September they have actually risen up. I'm going to go ahead and scroll to the left here. Apologies for this stuff. I was trying to set it up a certain way, but unfortunately it did not work out how I wanted to. I'm still formatting this. So this is like version 1 here. But if you actually look at the banners that were part of that, so it wasn't until August that the sales actually started going up compared to the previous month. Of course, it wasn't as high as June, of course. And also, please note that some of these banners do overlap. I know that Blanc and Noir are example. They started in May, but some of these did overlap till June. I know a majority of the pulls that people do are within the first week. And then after that, it's whenever people want to do them. And there's usually a big push right at the end because I know FOMO starts hitting in and people really want those units to either get the unit or MLB them or either try to get more cores for those Nikkes, especially after everybody does the test and then you figure out, oh wow, this Nikke is actually really good. I'm going to want to pull more. So that's why I have the Blanc and Noir listed here, but technically it's Roseanne, Summer Mary, and Summer Neon that are really part of June here. And then after that, obviously the Mary and Neon's rolled over, but it's going to be Nero and Mask right after that. And unfortunately, it did not do well. I thought they would have done better, especially since Mask, she looks like a certain VTuber there, but no, I guess not. And then following for August, I guess Summer Mary and Summer Helm really helped push up sales. But the banners that helped the most were actually the nier collab and some of Marciana as well. So they are the booty that saved Nikke. But of course, this is in the tens of millions. So don't think. So even if looking at this graph, don't look at it too bad. Because just how I showed you on that first picture, I mean, it could be worse. We could be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales, of course. But I mean, it's in the tens of millions. And I'm still compiling all of the data. I mean, I still haven't fully done everything. I'm still fixing everything up. But this is pretty much all the sales data. I don't have November's and I have to double check December's. But this is pretty much all the data. So if we actually look at the highest point, which would be in April, and if we look at the April banners here, you see it was Sakura ND, and then so there was also supposed to be Alice there. Whoops, I accidentally probably erased her banner. But if not, I think the biggest one is Dorothy, since obviously everyone knows it's the Overzone event, and since I told you everybody in the first week does it and a lot of people did it in the first day, because everyone was excited for another Pilgrim banner, because the last Pilgrim banner wasn't all the way till January, and that's with Modernia there. So everybody was excited for Dorothy, and everybody knew she was a very excellent Pilgrim to pick up, and a lot of people tried to get her to Core 7. So that's why sales were so high in April. I think they really picked up for Dorothy there. But of course, she did roll over in the next month. It did go down a bit. I mean, the bunnies, you know, helped stifle that. But unfortunately, it kept going down and down and down until the Nier collab banner actually came out, and now the sales are picking up. Of course, Marciana will roll over to the next month, but we're going to see how the sales are doing since October barely started, and that's why I only really just did these 4 months here, just to give an easier visual of the data. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about is the sales. Yeah, the sales are going up. Even at the lowest amount, it is still blowing away some of even the weaker games. So don't worry about Nikke going anywhere soon. They've been putting in a lot of work in this game, especially since a lot of the staff that was in Destiny Child is now in Nikke and also helping out this game. On top of that, they completely blew everyone away with how they did Nier. They went above and beyond with any other event. Overzone, I mean, was amazing, but man, they really tried to make the Nier collab seem like it was their game, and that really pushed everyone to go ahead and not only pull, but also because the Nikkes themselves have really excellent kits, 2B and A2 have really excellent kits. And not only that, I mean, they made them super thick, so that was even better for everybody. But yeah, right here, even in these 4 months, you could easily see just pretty much Nier made pretty much double the revenue compared to July here, and that's why you see a big jump here. But we're going to see what they do for next month. I mean, we do have Marciana almost pretty much going to be rolling over to the next month, which is right now. And we do have Tia and Naga coming out soon. I don't know if they're going to have anyone else for the month. Most likely they will. But if not, we're going to see how well they do. Hopefully they still keep the sales up. But if not, I mean, the game's still making a ton of money, so don't worry. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to make this quick video just about the sales data, and I just wanted to stick to mostly Nikke, since a lot of those games I do not play. I mean, the only other gachas that I think I really played was the Alchemist Code, and I think War of the Visions. I'm trying to remember, but I think those two are like the main gachas that I played, and even then I didn't even spend that much on them. I spent very little on those games, if at all, just because I really didn't want to spend anything. Yeah, so I'll keep on working on my Excel spreadsheet and make sure to get more data and spruce it up, so that way it helps you guys visualize this much more better than just seeing numbers and people just talking about numbers. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm Scrublord, and I'll see you next time.